gentlemen, and welcome back to the podcast. We are a week late on this one, but better late than never, I always say. I'm your host, the Frankster, and I'm here with my co-host,
The Arrow, DJ Hart. What's going on, everybody?
and we are here to bring you all kinds of stuff about Transformers Earthwars and Transformers in general, and we've got a pretty exciting episode this week. Not only are we talking about the combat bots, but my buddy DJ Hart, he has a special surprise for this episode. You want to tell him about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, stick around for this video because at some point I am going to be cracking my newest 5-star bots. Yes, we're going to do that here rather than on my channel. I'll just do some cut and paste movie editing magic later and get it on my Monday crystal cracking. But stick around for this episode. We are cracking that 5-star crystal today.
Very nice. Hopefully you get an awesome bot.
I hope so.
Speaking of awesome bots, I got nothing this past weekend. I got like a 2-star combat bot, and that was it. It was a terrible weekend for me cracking stuff. How did it go for you?
Jack squat. Like I got the monthly gift in our email, right? And then I got my VIP stuff. Or my MVP stuff. I can't remember if they call it VIP or MVP. I think it's MVP.
Most valuable player or very important person?
Yeah, it's what I yes, that's long. Well, all right, I got both of those around the same time, right? So I just had like a ton of premiums and shard crystals and stuff. So I just cracked all those, and it gave me enough shards for like a few 3-star crystals. And of course, I cracked them on my Decepticons because I've got all the 3-star Autobots. And I did get a 3-star counterpunch. But other than that, I got nothing on my Autobot side. I mean, I got 3 G-Metal core chips. None of them were any good. Plus, I didn't like the way they set this one up. So it was 25 prestiged event, right? Normally when they do prestige events like this, especially for individual totalizers, it's maybe like 1,000 points per prestige. So like you get 30 prestiges, 30,000 points to complete it. This time it was 25 prestiges, but it was 1,450 points per prestige. So 25 times 1,450 comes out to like 36 and some change, I think, when I did the math earlier. So that's like way above like my normal capability if I really and I grind on this one. I got to like 29,000 and some change. And I kept not being able to log in because I was traveling, so there was some times where I was driving and I couldn't play, and then like sometimes when I was visiting with family, because we were visiting my fiance's family is where we were, so there was times I couldn't log in because I was visiting with them and that'd be rude. But I grinded as hard as I could and I still got 29,000 points, but the prizes were good. They were spark, they were shards, there were no bad prizes. It's just the points were wonky. If you're going to do a prestige event, 1,000 points per prestige, every prestige is 1,000 points. That's how it should be set up, and they didn't do it that way, and I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this event either. It's just, I don't know, it just seemed, it was too much to complete it. Way too much, and the prestige, like you said, because it wasn't 1,000 every prestige, it made it feel like you were like not making any progress at all.
It did feel like you weren't making any progress. Like I had like 10,000 points, and I hadn't even cracked prestige 7 or 8 yet. I think it was, and I was like,
yeah, yeah, it was not the best event. So yeah. Not the best crystal cracking either for either one of us. It was just a bad luck weekend all the way around.
Yep. The only reason I got anything was because of the VIP and the monthly gift crystals I got. And then, you get resources from the event. So I managed to level up my hotspot's ability to level 10. And then, I was able to level up his G1 core a lot with the spare. You get your resources from these events. That's always worth the price of admission. But,
Yeah. Energon is very helpful in this.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's about time to take a look at this week's news. You want to do what it is you do?
I will do what it is I do. And what I do is the news. Alrighty. So, We're in week 5. This event upcoming is called Impending Doom. So it's going to be 100 prestiges, 1 million points to complete it. You can get up to 100,000 spark, combat spark, and combiner spark. Very, very useful. Super XP, which has been the norm as of late. Normal battle zones. You're going to have 4 tiers. Each tier is going to be 2,500 points. So you're just going to get Spark, Combat Spark, Combiner Spark, and then the Impending Doom Crystal. Those Impending Doom Crystals will give you a shot at a 2, 3, or 4-star Rotor Storm or Spinister, which are our new bots for the game. They are helicopter bots. They are gunners, and their ability is awesome if you haven't tried it out in the playtest battle that they give us prior to the event. I'm looking forward to this particular bot. I'd really like to get him as a 4-star. You also have a chance at 3-star shards, 4-star shards, or premium shards. Alrighty. Now they're talking about Christmas. So, just want to go over Christmas holiday stuff, talking about tickets, things of that nature. Support's going to be answering over the holidays. Yes, support will be available over the holidays. And then, will the newsletter still be coming? Yes, of course. We're still going to get our newsletters on the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. And then the 3-star Titan, for those of you who did not get the 3-star Titan in the last event, he is now going to be available in the Crystal Store. 20,000 3-star shards to unlock the 3-star Titan if you're currently with the 2-star and you're stuck at level 5. The 5-star batch and the ability 11 was revealed in the email blast. If you did not get a chance to catch it from your favorite content creators, Grind Time, Sunstreaker Waza, and Skywarp Greer, Solya, and Engineer Hoist. So the ability 11 bots are going to be 6-gun, Brainstorm, Alpha Bravo, Pipes, and First Aid. The 5-star batch is Skylinks and Red Alert, and then the bots that were revealed this week were Brainstorm, Pipes, and Slash. Alrighty, and then they go over kind of what the bundles are going to be looking like, and then they show us our 5-star bots, and they go over some of the changes they made to buff them or balance them in preparation for becoming 5 stars. Alrighty. So, and then we go on down, and we got some showcase of some of the cores and just how they look with some art in the middle there. Pretty nice looking stuff. And then we talk about our new bots, Rotostorm and Spinister. They look really, really good. They've got, they're fair. They're very, very fair bots. Their ability damage is unreal. And then this time they actually went as far as to show us what each bot could look like with different cores. So they show what he looks like with the Alchemist Prime core, which heals for damage. So you could potentially get, it shows you what you get potential for healing there. Shows you how much damage you could get boosted using a maxed out G-Metal volatile mixture core. And then the Amalgamous Prime core shows, because he would be a good bot for this core as well. So you see what that looks like. And then some comments from the playtesters on what they thought while they were working on these bots. So, and then of course going to the community corner, we got some art. We got a guy who drew somebody putting some mistletoe on one of the techno bots. Apparently there's a sale at Walmart because somebody took a picture of all the Transformers at the shelf at Walmart. And then somebody drew a nice sketch of, and I forget his name, but it's the crayfish-looking Predacon that's a part of Tripredacus. That somebody drew a picture of him, and it looks really good. They did a good job. And then where we are in the Saga schedule. So right now we're at week 5. We're getting the new bot. Next week will be a Super XP 10,000 point individual totalizer. It'll be a Christmas special. And then another individual totalizer for the new year, 10,000 points to complete it. 20,000 points will be optional, and that'll be December 31st through the January 22nd. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
Nice. I can't wait for the new bot. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that Rotostorm is going to be amazing. So, have you had a chance to try him out and playtest?
I have not yet.
All right, so he's available for playtest in the game, but basically he hovers in the air for 20 seconds, and he just deals constant barrage of missile damage. He's very, very similar to, everybody's comparing him to Sentius Magnus, but nobody's made the comparison to Strafe, because essentially Strafe does the same thing. He sits in the air, he deals a ton of damage. The downside to Rotor Storm and Strafe is that they're in the air for so long, anti-air lasers will have a field day with them. But they do a fantastic job of clearing the area. But the difference, though, is Rotor Storm is not limited to just defenses. He can target anything that's on the ground, whereas Strafe only targets defenses and the HQ.
That's cool.
So he's going to be a great bot.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think of the 5 stars? I mean, obviously, we were looking forward to Sky Lynx. I'm personally psyched about Pipes. A lot of people are like, no, Pipes is useless. Highest base health in the game. If you want a meat shield, Pipes is your guy. Okay? Plus,
never been a Pipes guy. Never. I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I don't know. It's just using him's never really appealed to me though.
Well, I like a meat shield. I like 2 tank bots on my squads that are meat shields. They go in there, soak up damage, because all my other bots are aerial bots. So they got to have something to keep them safe. So I make sure my tank bots are up front. Windblade is just bouncing from place to place doing what she does. And then all my aerial bots are in the back, safe. And then occasionally they'll fly overhead and take something out. So I like a meat shield bot, and I'm psyched about Pipes. I really want him for my A squad.
Just put the G-Metal Vitality Core on and move it all the way.
And don't you know, Sunstreaker Waz has said the exact same thing. Excuse me while I scratch my ear. That would give him a ton of health. But you could also put, like a Rejuve Core on him. A lot of people don't like Trilithium Plating Cores, say they're trash. I personally like them. I would put a G-Metal Trilithium Plating Core on him.
You also do the Prime Core that when you're low on health, it increases your damage. I can't remember the name of it, but I have it on my 4-star Sludge. Make him even more tankier. It's like
Amalgamous Prime? When his health gets below 40%, it increases his health and attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that on my 5-star Windblade.
Okay, yeah, I put it on Sludge because he was my original 4-star at the time I put it on him, and he was like the tankiest spot I had. Yeah, and I was like, ooh, this will help even increase that even more. So, but he still has that on him. He's still a beast.
Oh yeah. So, but I'm psyched about those 2. The ones I'm not real psyched about: Brainstorm, Red Alert, and Slash. I mean, Slash is okay. Yeah. Brainstorm, if you use him the right way, he's fine. Red Alert, I could find a place for these bots. I don't really want them.
Yeah, I don't want a 5-star Brainstorm. Not for a long time. I'm just not a Brainstorm fan.
I'm not either. There's ways you can use him, and it's very useful.
Yeah.
Once he's leveled up and you combine him with the right bot. Like, the thing is, you put him out there. He does what he does. And then you have another aerial bot come in behind him and destroy one of the targets that's under his effect. It does a massive amount of damage. That's what he's meant to do, and that's fine. It's not what I do. So that's why I don't really want him.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
The other ones would be okay. This is not a batch I think I will pull from anytime soon. There's too many other bots in the other batches that I want way more.
Right.
So Skylynx, he's tempting, but there's too many other options that are not to where I'm like, I'm going to wait.
Right. And that's why I'm kind of torn. See, I was never going to pull from anything but Batch 1 because they all had maybe one bot that I would like, yes, that's a bot that I definitely need for one of my squads because that's a bot that's integral to what that squad does. Batch 1 is the only one that has more than one of them. It has Grimlock. It has Silverbolt. Those are the 2 that I would want the most. It has Sunstreaker, which is a gunner bot, and I would put him on one of my Optimus Prime gunner squads, replace like a 3-star bot. Gnaw would be great for you, for the minion squad. And when I finally implement that, that would be good. Hot Rod's the only bot on there where like I'd be super, super disappointed if I got him. I'd be like, oh god, I don't want Hot Rod. I would put him on like just a squad just to have him somewhere, you know? This new batch, there's 3 of those bots that I would have to put somewhere just to have them somewhere, whereas there's only 2 that I would... So,
Yeah.
But the bots that are on there are both A-squad bots. There's 2 A-squad bots, whereas on batch 1, there's only 1 A-squad bot, and that's Silverbolt. So as of this moment, I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to do.
I would do batch 1.
You think so?
If it was my call. If it was me, I would do batch 1.
Yeah.
There's too many positives compared to negatives.
Right, and it's you play the odds, which is what Waza said in his stream yesterday. That the reason he has such decent luck with his 5 stars is because he plays the odds. What batch gives me the best chance of getting a bot that I know I'll use? And you pull from that batch. So.
Yep.
Oh. Anyway.
All right, well, I believe it is time for our mailbag segment. So.
All right. All right, so from our last episode of the Botcast, we have 2 comments. The first one is from Mr. John J. Pollock, who says, I have to agree with DJ. I think 5-star combiners would be the next logical step for the growth in game, but I don't think combiners are where Space Ape... Wait. I don't think combiners are where Space Ape are thinking at this point in time. Oh, okay, I see. I think they would be looking at adding more Titans before combiners. Also, the volume sounded good this week. Yep. Okay, all right. And then Mr. Well, John, you're probably right, but they added Pipes as a 5-star bot. And his counterpart is Headstrong of the Decepticons, who is a part of Predaking. So now Volcanicus and Predaking are both 1 bot away from having all of their components become 5 stars. And I will bet you money that in the 10th 5-star batch, we will see Slug and we will see Rampage. I bet you money that they will be in the next 5-star batch. And then, for sure, Volcanicus and Predaking, they're going 5-star. I think it. Sunstreaker Waza thinks it. I'm not saying that me and him are like we know, but we know. So, all right, and then Bossman 6774. I agree with DJ. I think 5-star combiners in the game are inevitable and necessary to help the game grow. It will be interesting to see how they handle it. Also, would love to see a weekend event where Shanix and Z-Energon are among the prizes. It would be nice to have other ways to earn Shanix and Z-Energon other than raids and elimination mode. Well, thank you so much, guys, for agreeing with me. I do appreciate it. It's always nice to be agreed with. Feed my ego a little bit. Boss man, I gotta disagree with you about Shanix and Z-Energon. I really feel like I really feel like it's fine the way it is. And the reason I say that is because there has to be a reason to raid. And the reason is Shanix. That's the reason for raiding. If you can get it some other way, if you can put it in events, if you can get it from, then it loses its luster. You got to give this game mode a reason to play it. And then as far as the Energon goes, elimination, same thing. You got to have a reason to do elimination mode.
I agree with that. My thing would be, though, what would stop them from just once in a blue moon doing like a double or triple reward event in raid or in that where you can get double or triple the prizes? Just once in a blue moon, throw one out there. That way it's not as daunting to get, Shanix.
Yeah, that way, like, it wouldn't take you a year to save up enough Shanix to get the 4-star Mega Supreme part, the 5-star Optimus Primal, the 5-star Beast Wars Megatron.
Yeah. I think there's enough big time prizes that take a lot of Shannix in there, that it would be fair at this point to do once in a blue moon big reward events in raid.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that would hurt anything at this point.
Yeah, I don't think so. I wouldn't do it if they were to do it, because once in a blue moon they do raid weekend events where like they make the weekend event a raid event. So like you have to do the event battles to build up enough fuel cells to do another raid attack. That would be the one. And then every time you do a raid attack, it's worth way more than it would have been during the week.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That would be the best way to do that. It would be cool to have an event where we could get more Shannix, because but right now I'm looking at like a year and a half to get the other two things I need. That's a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Alrighty then. Well, so I guess so. Where are we at? I guess we're at. I guess we're. It's time for our hot topic.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, our hot topic was. What was our hot topic?
It was combat bots, the good, the bad, the useless.
It'd be a lot easier with that. Combat bot, I mean.
Yeah, so I figure the best way we can do this is you just list out the combat bots. We'll go, I'm sure you have a list over there. You're always prepared.
I have a list. There it is. Yes, there's the list.
Just go down the list, mention the bot, their ability, and then each one of us will rank in what 3 category we would put it in.
Alrighty. So, there are a total of 21 combat bots in the game for each faction. Alright? So we will only be reading off the ones for the Autobot side. If you're a Decepticon player, then you'll probably know who they are. So the first category is blaster bots, which are the bots that you equip to your bots that give them enhance their blaster abilities. And the first one is Fire Drive. Frankie, good, bad, or useless?
Fire Drive, I don't want to put him in good. I'm going to go bad. I mean, he's not. We only have 3 options. Bad's the middle one. So by default, he's going to end up in bad. Fire Drive's okay, but I don't like the alteration he makes to how they attack.
Well, he doesn't change how they attack. It increases his damage, and he does fire damage and it increases damage to walls. Makes it easier to blast through those walls.
It does. I don't know. I put him on bots, and I was like, I mean, yeah, he does better attacks. He does fire damage, but I don't know. I'm just not a Fire Drive fan.
Well, I will put him in good because I like him. I have his 2, 3, and 4-star. All of them are on my aerial bots that are on my A squad. Just get me that 5-star, and I'll put him on there too. Fire Drive is good in my mind.
See, some of the bots like change how they fire and stuff.
Right, and those are the ones
yeah.
He will if you put it on.
I'm always cautious of.
Well, if you put it on someone like Cybertron Jetfire, who has almost gunner range, it will reduce his range to a normal aerial bot.
Yeah.
But that's kind of that's really it.
Well, that's still a negative, though.
Yeah, for him, but the positive, though, is Cybertron Jetfire's ability range is a little bit less than everybody else's, partially because he's a few blocks further back than other aerial bots typically are whilst attacking. If you put Fire Drive on him, yes, it will bring him closer to what he's shooting at, but it'll also give him a little bit more. He can reach a little bit further inland when he goes to do his ability attack.
True.
So,
I like him standing further back. He's out of the way of some defenses.
Yeah. All right, so that's me, Fire Drive good, you, Fire Drive bad. All right, So the other bot in that category is Spoil Sport. Spoil Sport is similar. He will increase damage to the bot, but he will, every so many seconds, he fires a disc that bounces from target to target and has a percentage of your bot's DPS each time it bounces. Frankie, good, bad, or useless?
I'm actually going to put him in good. I like the disc that bounces around. I actually like that effect. That's pretty cool.
I say good as well. I have his 2, 3, and 4 star, and they are all on aerial bots on my B squad. So I like to pair. I like to. You see what I like to do with this. All right. Now this next one is an in between. He's not really a blaster bot, but he's kind of a gunner bot. But you can put him on bots that are not gunners, and that's Flak.
All right, Flak.
Yep. So good, bad, or useless?
Oh, he's good. He's very good.
Yeah.
I love Flak.
There
Flak is amazing. Now, you have to level him. You can't, like, default Flak, the 4 rockets don't equal the regular damage per second. You have to level him up a few levels. Once you get to 25% for each rocket, once you go above that, the damage is increased beyond what the bot would normally do. Plus, it adds a lot of range. I actually used him on, the Decepticon version of Flak I have on...
Crater Maker.
Waspinator. Yeah, Crater Maker. I have him on Waspinator. I have Flak on Swoop. I also have another Flak, I think, on my 3-star Cheetor. No, it's my 4-star Tigerhawk. Because I love Flak. I want a 5-star so bad. Flak is so amazing.
Yeah. Well, so you put him in good.
Yes, I do.
Well, I put him in bad. Because I do have all Flaks. I have the 2 all the way through the 5-star. I was unfortunate enough to get the 5-star in my last pull. But I do have all 4 of them together on one squad, my C squad. And it's cool, but the key thing is you have to level them before they're useful, and I don't want to have to level you for you to be useful. It's like, he's basically, combat bots are basically power cores. You put a power core on a bot, it increases their ability immediately. I don't want to put a combat bot on my bot that decreases his ability or his power before I put resources into it. You know?
Well, see here. Well, there is a positive to Flak that you don't have to level to get, and that's the added range he adds to the bot.
Right.
If you put him on a bot with no range, they can now stand out of range of half the defenses and just plug away at them.
Yeah, but that also makes it more difficult for them to reach their intended target if it's an aerial bot. But let's say that what you want to shoot was already at the tippy top of their range. Well, now if they're a few blocks further back because of Flak, well, now the intended target's out of range. And that just screws my whole strategy up, which is why I do not like Flak. He's not useless.
Not necessarily.
But he's bad.
Yeah, no. Flak is one of the best bots out there as far as combat bots.
Yeah. All right, so the next category, these are the gunner bots for the combat bots. First one is Trenchfoot. And I will put Trenchfoot in good. And the reason is because he doesn't take anything away from the bot that you put him on. And if you are shooting at a target that has an effect on it, acid, fire, slow down, something like that, it will increase the damage that your bot is going to do to that particular target. So if you pair Trenchfoot with other combat bots like Fire Drive or Top Shot, it's kind of a no-brainer, and it doesn't take anything away from the bot that you put him on. So in my mind, Trenchfoot is good.
This is going to be my first one in the useless category. I don't like Trenchfoot. Mainly because I don't do acid or fire damage hardly at all, unless it's like Beast Wars Prowl with his ability. I don't really do fire damage Like, I just like usually long distance aerial attacks. So I guess I could put him with what, skydive? Skydive does the acid.
Yeah, but it's more like I really think Trenchfoot and hang on, the dog wants to. You want to go? You want to go out here? Go ahead, buddy. Oh, sorry about that. Finn wanted to go check something out. I really feel like he was meant to be paired with other combat bots that do some sort of damage, like Red Heat, like Top Shot, like Fire Drive. They all create some sort of they all create fire damage. So you don't necessarily have to put Trenchfoot with a bot who does one of those things. But if you have a Top Shot and a Trenchfoot together on the same squad, and you just make sure you launch those two bots together somewhere in the corner, they're going to benefit from each other. I really feel like that's what he was meant for when he was put in the game. And he doesn't hurt anything. He doesn't take anything away. So even if he doesn't do what he's meant to do, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt your strategy. So
I just slap him on a bot that doesn't have a combat bot, and it boosts their combat. But other than that, he's pretty useless.
Okay. Well, okay, so Trenchfoot me, good. Trenchfoot you, useless. That's... Alright. Alright, the next one is Top Shot, who creates fire damage to his intended target. I put him in good.
I'm going to go bad, just because, again... fire damage. I mean, the damage, fire, acid, all that. It's not really my thing. EMP damage I like, but
okay.
I'll use him. I'm gonna put him bad.
Okay. All right. The next one is Glitch. I'm gonna let you go.
Glitch. I'm going to put Glitch in bad. I mean, he's kind of middle of the road for me, so I'm going to put him in the bad category.
Okay.
I don't want to put him in the good. And now here you go.
Okay. Well, Glitch is effing useless, so...
I knew that was coming.
I'm going to leave it at that. Glitch is no explanation necessary. Glitch is effing useless.
He's not that great, no.
All right. The next one is Top Heavy. I like Top Heavy. Top Heavy's good. Reason being is because he doesn't take away from your gunner's range, and he will do projectile damage through the base, kind of like Warpath does every so many seconds. So if you do like I do, and you just put all of them together in one squad, well, they're doing a bunch of damage all over the place. I like it.
He's good for me as well. I do like him. He's a good bot.
All right. All right, so now we're into the melee combat bots, and the first one is the original one, Pterodactyl and Pterodaxton, respectively. He increases your bot's melee damage and heals your bot for a percentage of the damage done. He's fantastic for warrior and tank bots. I put him in good. What do you think?
I am good as well. I use that bot a lot, so.
I do too. All right, the next one is Lionizer, who increases your bot's DPS and then creates sort of a snarl effect in that every so many seconds it'll throw fire from, past your intended target and damage whatever's behind it. And then if your bot dies, then Lionizer comes out as a regular little minion bot and he continues the fight with a percentage of with his own set of health. I think he's very good because of that. He saved my bacon numerous times.
I have to agree. I'll put him in good as well.
All right. The next one is Smashdown, and he's good. I like Smashdown.
Smashdown's my favorite of the melee ones. I love Smashdown.
Dude, if for no other reason, he's a bull that transforms into a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I got him on 4-star Windblade, so that should tell you how much I like him.
Yeah, so I mean, I just think that's just a cool freaking robot.
It is.
It's like he's already
he looks cool. What he does is cool. One of the best ones.
Yeah, I like him. And the last one is our newest one. It's Dazzle Strike, and if I don't have Dazzle Strike yet, but if I'm not mistaken, he's similar to Lionizer in that he increases your bot's DPS, but while you're attacking the intended target, it reduces the target's range. So let's say you have a melee bot, and you rush him to a rocket launcher, and he starts attacking the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher's range has been reduced by X amount of percentage. So that will help protect your bots behind you and keep them from suffering rocket launcher damage if they're like gunners and aerial bots that were susceptible to damage like that. So, I mean, it sounds good in theory, but I've not actually tried them yet. So, I'm going to say bad.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't have him either to try. I'm like you, though. Description-wise, it sounds amazing. And I want to be, like, good on that. But because I haven't tried it, I'm not going to rank this one. I don't have enough info to go with. So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. All right, the next category are shield bots. The first one, Sound Barrier. And I put him in good. I like him. He adds more protection to the bot you equip him with. He adds a shield to your surrounding bots every so many seconds. Sound Barrier is a good bot. I like him a lot. I got him on the hotspot.
I'm not a big fan of shield bots, so I'm not going to go completely useless. I mean, my hatred of shield bots wants to, but I'm going to go with just bad. I'm just going to be like, just don't like shield bots. I get their purpose, but
well, I like meat shields and I like tank bots because I want them to absorb damage. That's their purpose. So to me, that just enhances that.
Sound barrier. I was like, ooh, a shield bot, and then all the bots I wanted to put him on, he couldn't pair with, and I'm like, well, this is stupid. So that's where my hatred of shield bots comes from.
Yeah, because you can only put them on like a warrior bot, like a tank bot.
Yeah. And the ones I thought it would work really good with, I couldn't put him on. So at that point, I was just done with it.
Yeah. All right, the next one is our newest one. It's Shieldtron. Similar to Sound Barrier, creates a shield, protects you from damage, but every so many seconds, he creates a duplicate, a hologram duplicate of himself on the field. I think that's good. I don't have him. I've not tried him yet, but I think that's good because I think that would be immensely useful for your minion squad.
That actually would be. Don't have him either, so can't really judge it. But I mean, that ability actually makes the shield bot sound maybe useful.
Yeah, I would get at least one and put it on one of the tank bots that's on that squad. I think, and then have all the other ones, of course, be your minion bots that are doing damage. I really think that would be very helpful.
I think the only one he could go on would be Sludge.
Yeah, if that's the only tank bot you have.
So, yeah.
That whole squad is just chaos. I can't wait to start doing that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. All right, so the next one is healing. There's only one bot in this category, and that's wrong. He can only be equipped to a healing bot, so Wheeljack, Ratchet, First Aid. I'm going with useless. I don't use healers. Don't care about this bot.
I'm actually going to go good with him because he's on my 5-star Wheeljack, and he's pretty good I like to use Wheeljack with Cheetor because then not only does Cheetor have his natural healing from his ability and his healing from the Prime Core I have on him, but then I can throw Wheeljack out there and keep healing him with that, and it's like Cheetor just lasts forever.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, he's good just because of that. But healing bots in general are probably my least favorite of the regular bots. So a combat bot that only works for them, it kind of doesn't have much appeal. But for what he does, I think he's good. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fan. I don't do healers, so I got no use for that. All right, and the last category, and this is the biggest one, minions. So start with the original minion bot, and that's Night Stalker. His Decepticon counterpart is Ravage, and I'm going with good because, it's an extra bot on the field. What's not good about that?
I would agree. I mean, yeah, as far as the minion bots go, they're all good for me.
Yeah.
Like, I have a whole team built around minions, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, so, all right, so we're both in the agree. He's good.
Yes.
Dial. He's the second one that came out. He goes, again, another bot on the field, does melee damage, but he heals himself for a percentage of the damage he does. Again, I'm going with good.
Yep, I would agree. Good.
Yep. The next one I got wrote down, Air Razor. Air Razor is a minion bot that's in the sky, so she's a little bit safer. The only things that can really target her would be like your anti-air lasers. I like her. I think if you put a bunch of those together, that would be unfair, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going with good.
I agree. Air Razor is cool, and I do like that she's airborne. That's a unique advantage that only her has as far as combat bots.
Yeah. All right, the next one, Rat Trap. I use him. I have him on my 5-star Cheetor. I have him on a Pyromagna that's on one of my Mishmash squads. I'm going with bad.
Really?
Yeah, and here's the reason. I think that I like the idea behind Rat Trap in this game, but I didn't want him to be a combat bot. I wanted Rat Trap to be a full-size bot, so I'm still holding a grudge for that. But the real reason is because he dies too quick. So you don't get to have the full benefit of him protect... Well, let's say you like to use Cheetor for solo basis, right? Cheetor... and Rat Trap protects Cheetor from stasis mines and things of that nature. But Rat Trap dies pretty easily. So you'd be halfway through the base, and then Rat Trap will die, and then there goes Rat Trap. So like, what's been the point? So it's a good idea, but bad.
See, I only have the 2-star Rat Trap, so I know how he works, but I don't have a better one to slap on Cheetor.
Well, I got a 3-star on my Cheetor, and so far it's just been eh.
Well, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because I like what he does. I like his potential to be with Cheetor. So until I'm proven wrong by putting a 3 or 4-star on Cheetor and he sucks, I'm gonna give him good.
All right. The next one is Stripes. I mean, bad. Well, no.
Stripe.
Well, no, I take it back. Useless.
Here's the thing. I can't give him useless because I found a use for him. I stuck him on 5-star Optimus Primal. So as Primal dives in on the minion squad, he's got Stripes running up behind him and healing him, making him last that much longer. And since Stripes' an extra body on the field, he fits the theme of the minion squad.
Yeah.
So he's not my favorite. If there's any minion bot I'm going to throw in the bad category, it's Stripes. You know what? I'm going to do it. Stripes, bad.
Yeah, I would prefer a bot that actually does
his uses,
damage.
But yeah, he has his uses, but I'm like you. I'd rather have a bot that does damage.
Yeah.
So, all right.
You know what you could do with Stripes, though?
What is that?
Like, let's say you have a squad, like you want to put a bot out there to solo a base, and you want to put all 4 Stripes on him, but you can't because you can only put one on there. So you just put the other 3 Stripes, if you have the 2 through with the 5-star, on a bunch of 2-star bots, because they're just gonna die, and then they're all gonna die, and then all the Stripes are just gonna go to the bot that you want to solo the base with. So then you'll have 4 Stripes healing that bot. It would be absolutely pointless to do that, but it'd be funny.
I was going to say, not only pointless, but then the XP would be split, so you
wouldn't
get
that is funny.
It would be hilarious.
Unless you're trying to level those bots,
That's true.
So, all right, the next one, Red Heat, and I'm going with good because... So I put Red Heat on my Skyburst because she already does spread damage. I don't want to, so I don't need to put flak on her, and I don't want to take that spread damage away. So I'm not going to put something like trench foot or top shot or top heavy on her. So Red Heat is the perfect combat bot for her because he adds another bot on the field that is similar to a gunner in the way that he attacks. And it goes with the theme of my Optimus Prime gunner squads.
I'll put Red Heat in good. He's a pretty good little combat bot. Like I said, being a minion bot, I'm partial to those. That's the combat bots I love to use.
Even though he does fire damage?
Even though he does fire damage.
All right. And the last one is one that I've not got to try out yet, but I've heard it's just like Red Heat, except it's like if Red Heat got an upgrade, and that's Road Burner. So Road Burner, again, just like Red Heat, he's a little minion bot. He does gunner type attack like damage, DPS, but instead of like the fire damage or just the regular damage that he does, he has a different effect of some kind. I forget what it is. I think maybe it's like EMP or something like that. I'm not sure. But everybody else seems to like him, seems to believe that he is basically just an upgraded version of Red Heat. And for that reason, I will put him in the good category.
He sounds good, so.
Oh yeah.
I'll put him good. What the heck?
Okay, cool.
Till he proves me wrong.
Yep. All right. Well, that is all 21 combat bots done and dusted.
Very few useless.
Most of them are good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the only ones that are really useless. I mean, for me, it was just 3 of them. You know.
Yeah.
Only
all of them have their uses in certain situations. It's really a matter of preference.
Yeah. So. Anyway, all right, well, that was our category. So before we get into the cracking of the 5-star bots, Frankie, what is our topic next week?
Our topic next week, we're going to rank all the different versions of Optimus Prime. Which one do we think is superior?
That is going to be awesome.
It will be.
Heck, 3 of them are in the game.
Will it be G1 Optimus? Will it be Armada? Will it be the Bayformers Optimus?
He did give us the most badass line in the history of badass lines.
He did.
He did give me that. And he's still voiced by Peter Cullen.
Yes, he was. Which is something the Armada one didn't have.
No, the Armada one was voiced by the same fella. I forgot the voice actor's name, but he did it for Armada Prime. He did it for the Prime of the Unicron trilogy. He also did it for Optimus Primal in the Beast Wars and Beast Machines. But we'll get into that next week.
We will.
All right. So for now, let's crack a 5-star bot.
Fun times.
All right, guys. So here are the categories. All right, so we got all of our legacy bundles. I have to decide which one I want to pull from. So let's take a look at each one. So first of all, we've got Legacy 1, which is Grimlock, Silverbolt, Gnaw, Hot Rod, and Sunstreaker. I would love Grimlock. I would love Silverbolt. Would not mind Sunstreaker at all. Hot Rod, don't care about Hot Rod. Gnaw,
Everyone likes Hot Rod.
Gnaw, I would be excited about if I had a minion squad, but I don't have one yet. So it's not something I don't want to build a whole new squad all of a sudden just because I got Gnaw. So that's what I was going to pull from, though. Now, Legacy 2. I've already got Skyburst and Windblade. Optimus Prime, Wheeljack, and Drift are the ones that are left. I would love to have Optimus Prime, but I'm not going to risk getting Wheeljack. I don't want the healer. I just don't. So that's a no. All right, Legacy 3. I pulled from this one the last 2 times, and then the 5-star event crystal gave me Firefly. I've also got Springer and Cheetor. So Ultra Magnus and Jazz, that's not... I mean, this is a safe bet. I could use both of those. So I would have no problem with either of these, but they're not bots that I'm actively hunting right now, so that's a no. All right, so Legacy 4. I got Sludge one time. Wasn't psyched about that. I made it work. Prowl. I was super happy about that, so good. Ratchet's in this batch. Don't want Ratchet. Blaster's in this batch. Again, future minion squad. Elite of 1. I would freaking love that. But not actively hunting any of these bots right now. So that's a no. Alright, Legacy 5. Snarl, Rodimus Prime, Warpath, Perceptor, and RC. I could make any of these bots work. Warpath is the one I'd be hunting. Only a 1 out of 5 chance I'm going to get him. Not gonna do that. Not right now. Legacy 6. First Aid, Hotspot, Sandstorm, Goldfire, and Rust Dust. I don't got any use for First Aid. Sandstorm and Goldfire, great bots. Rust Dust, I can figure something out, I guess. Hotspot's the one I would want. He would be an A squad bot, but 1 out of 5 chance I'm gonna get him. Not taking that chance, so that's a no. Legacy 7. Blades, Laser Optimus, Jetfire, Rhinox, and Smokescreen. Jetfire is the one I'd be hunting. I wouldn't mind Rhinox. Laser Optimus, that wouldn't be bad either. Blades, he's great, but he's not my style. Smokescreen, useless. Alright, and then Legacy 8. Swoop, Impactor, Rook, Sea Spray, and Bumblebee. No use for Bumblebee. Rook would be good for the minion squad. Sea Spray, I would put him on one of the gunner squads. Swoop, yeah, I could do something with Swoop. Impactor's a good bot. Bumblebee's the only bot from here that I would have absolutely no use for. But I'm not actively hunting any of these bots right now. So that's a no. And now, that leads to our current bundle. The Batch 9. Skylinks, Red Alert, Brainstorm, Pipes, and Slash. I want Skylinks. I want Pipes. I could figure something out for Red Alert. I could probably figure something out for Slash. I could figure something out with those. I just don't want them. So the better bet is to pull from Batch 1. That's the better bet. But I really want Skylinks. Yeah, you.
Because the bots are just better in 1. The bots are, other than Skylinks, and yeah, I know you love Pipes, but 1 has Grimlock. It has Gnaw.
Yeah.
It has Silverbolt.
Yeah, but the other thing I have to think about is that Silverbolt is the only bot in that batch that could be an A squad bot. He's probably going to be a B squad bot, to be honest. But Skylinks and Pipes would both be A squad bots. So, the chances of my getting an A squad bot are better in this batch than they are in batch 1.
They are,
but the chances of my getting a bot that I actually want are better in batch 1 because I've also got Grimlock and I got Sunstreaker in that, and I'll go for that.
Yes.
I'm
gonna laugh if you do batch 1 and get Hot Rod.
I'll be so mad.
From that point on, though, it's nothing but positive out of that bundle.
Nah.
That was like me with my first 5-star. I got Skyburst, which is the one bot in that, because I tried to get Windblade. He was the one bot. She was the one bot in there that I'm I don't know if I really want that one. That's the one I got.
That's what happened to me. That was my first 5-star bot. I went for Windblade.
She's actually an awesome bot.
She is.
I'm so happy I got her.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I have her 5 and 4-star, and I use both. Heck, the only reason I don't use her 3 stars because I don't have a squad built up for her.
Then the first healer I got that wasn't 2-star was freaking 5-star with Jack.
No, your first healer was 3-star Ratchet. It was just the same day.
It was the same day. You're right.
Because remember the symphony was playing and it was a magical moment.
Yeah. Oh god.
So
still elite. 3 straight to 5.
Yeah. So you think I should pull from batch 1?
I think that the odds of you being happy with what you get are better with 1.
I agree. The odds are better.
It's just a matter of choice. I mean, if you want to take the gamble and go for Skylinks and pipes.
Yeah.
At least there's two you want. I keep cracking a bundle that's only got one bot I want.
Yeah, well, I tried to avoid that, and like I was pulling from batch 3 for Firefly. First I got Cheetor, which I was like, God, okay, I'll make it work. And then I got Springer, and I've had no use for Springer. And then the celebration crystals what finally gave me the Firefly. I was like, okay. Let me tell you a little story. So, I believe I have always been meant to beat the odds. And this is why I believe that. I was conceived whilst my mother was on birth control. I've been beating the odds since before I was born. We're going for Skylinks.
He's going for Skylinks.
All right, batch 9. Select. Confirm. We've got it.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
Room roll, please.
Let's get into the space bridge. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Skylinks, Red Alert, Brainstorm, Pipes, and Slash are the possibilities. We want Skylinks. We'll be happy with Pipes. So, ladies and gentlemen, cross your fingers and all of your toes. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Here we go. Here it comes. Come on, come on, come on. I got Slash. It's not Brainstorm.
Yeah, I was about to say it's better than Brainstorm.
Yeah. Well, I'm committed now. I'm pulling from this one next time.
It could have been worse. At least it wasn't worst case scenario. Slash is a pretty good boss.
Slash isn't bad, and I know what I can do with her. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sticking around for that 5-star cracking. I will crack another 5-star crystal on Monday's crystal cracking. Tune in to find out which one it is.
Very awesome. Yes, check that out. That's going to be cool. I'm still a probably good month or two away from my next 5-star. I'm getting there. I'm like 1,000 off, a little less than 1,000. I'm getting there. Going to be soon. Make sure you check out my videos this weekend. I'm going to try to do daily updates. Things get hectic, but I think I can pull it off. Be sure you check back in next week. We're going to have our episode up. Maybe a little late Christmas time, crazy things going on, but it'll be up. So make sure you check that out, and we will see y'all then. Same bot time, same bot channel. Brinkster out.